Hey folks, welcome back to another Dice Tower preview. I'm Mark, and today we're taking a look at The Song of Silveranth, a cooperative open-world narrative adventure for 1 to 4 players ages 14 and up, and that plays in about 60 to 90 minutes per session, though your full campaign will span 50 in-game days of exploration, story, and song. You step into the role of Vin, a skilled glassblower whose life is turned completely upside down when soldiers arrive at his family's workshop and arrest his father, hauling him away to debtor's prison. With just 50 days to raise the silver needed to free him, you set out across the world of Silveranth, a fairy tale realm where magic is sung, hope is fragile, and every choice you make leaves a lasting mark. From that very first turn, Song of Silveranth draws you into a rich, living world told through 3 interconnected books: the Atlas, the Storybook, and the Location Book. The Atlas serves as your sweeping world map, a physical book you travel across page by page, revealing new regions, settlements, and dangers. When you stop to explore space, the game pulls you deeper, either into a narrative story entry or into a detailed location map, where the adventure becomes hands-on and tactical. Now, each campaign will unfold over 50 turns or days, and you can play solo as Vin or cooperatively with a party of heroes, each with their own abilities, strengths, and perspective on the world. Every day begins with a very crucial decision. Will you venture forward, pushing in deeper into the unknown, or rest, recovering health, clearing afflictions, and restoring hope at the cost of precious time? Resting is also when you can swap characters, allowing new allies to step into the story while others take a much needed reprieve. When you venture, your horse moves you across the Atlas, and event cards mark the steady passage of time. These events bring opportunities, complications, and looming threats, creating a sense that the world is always moving forward, whether you're ready for it or not. When you choose to explore, the game opens up in a really exciting way. In the Location Book, a new action system opens things up. You will roll dice and place them to take actions, choosing how you want to approach each of the situations. You might sneak through the shadows, set off traps, manipulate the environment, use special abilities to trick enemies, or simply run in and start fighting. This new approach gives you a lot more freedom, making each location feel like a puzzle you can solve in your own way. It also adds meaningful customization, making your choice of weapons, gear, and abilities matter more than ever. Challenges throughout the game test one of 9 different skills, including endurance, stealth, crafting, medicine, etiquette, and even more. You'll roll dice, play adventure cards from your hand, and work together to overcome obstacles. Even when you fail, the story often moves forward, sometimes with reward, sometimes with consequences, keeping the narrative flowing and the tension high. So, along the way, you'll gather resources, both common and rare, each with practical and thematic uses. Mushrooms and meat can restore health, fruit can boost movement, acid can burn through locks, and torches push back the darkness that make every task that much more dangerous. These resources are shared by the party and become another layer of strategic decision-making as you balance survival, progress, and opportunity. So then we have combat. Yes, combat in Song of Silveranth has a new feel, blending strategic and calculated risk. Attacks are driven by your chosen weapons and the actions you commit to, while many weapons now give you the option to roll risk dice, dice that can increase your damage but also carry the chance of hurting your character if fate does turn against you. It's a system that rewards bravery and preparation, where pushing just a little bit harder can turn the tide when you need it the most, or perhaps leave you paying the price. But not every conflict is resolved with steel. Discourse has become a true push-your-luck system. Battles of persuasion, logic, and resolve, where you equip philosophies and decide how far to press your argument before it totally collapses. Each side's resolve is tested until one voice finally gives way, giving social encounters the same tension and drama as combat. The magic system in Silveranth is woven through song. Yes, songs, spell songs, are powered by musical notes, and each one lingers in your mind. Tracked on a mind song track, the more songs that you carry though, the more distracted you become, making future rolls harder. It's a beautiful risk-reward system that captures both the power and the cost of wielding magic through music. Now, your party's hope is the emotional heartbeat of the campaign. Let it fall too low and you'll be forced to rest, losing valuable time, of course. But keep your hope high and your spells become easier to cast and your resolve stronger. It's a constant push and pull between desperation and optimism that mirrors the story that you're telling. Now, one of my favorite aspects here is just how each hero feels distinct and meaningful. Nat can shield allies from harm. Yurzov crushes enemies in sweeping blows, maybe my favorite. Celeste expands your tactical options, and Vin himself commands 2 Sparrow Dragons, 1 blue, empowering allies, and 1 green, weakening enemies. So, many characters begin hidden, sealed away in envelopes, waiting for the right choices to bring them into the story. As your 50 days unfolds, you'll record your discoveries in your journey log, marking havens where you can rest, fallen companions sadly, and the mark you've left on the world, your reputation, your different faction shifts, based on your actions of course, opening some doors and quietly closing others. And when fate turns cruel, the game offers a rare mercy, a turn of fate, allowing you to rewind a disastrous choice and try again at the cost of time of course. And when that final day arrives, your campaign concludes with one of many possible endings. Some hopeful, some heartbreaking, but always shaped by the path you chose, the risks you took, and the songs you dared to sing. Song of Silveranth isn't just an adventure, it's a living, breathing story of courage, sacrifice, and melody, where every roll of the dice becomes a verse in your personal saga, with its blend of exploration, strategy, and emotional storytelling. It's that kind of game that really lingers long after you've closed that final page. Alright folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview, and everything you've seen has been in prototype form, so keep a close eye on the campaign for any changes that still may occur. Now, that said, at the time of this recording, they're in their late pledge. Definitely give them a closer look. And you know, I have to say that Red Raven Games is one of my favorite publishers. I know this is a paid preview, but they make such good games. Amazing artwork, amazing storytelling, and this game does not disappoint. Some really unique things in this one as you move through the world. You feel like you're living in this world and moving through this story, absolutely. And there's some really nice variants about how that happens and how things unfold for you, which makes it something that you'll definitely want to come back to. And you know, I like the different characters and how you have very different ways of using them and such, but the melodies and how you use music as magic is just something pretty unique and really fun, I thought. And you know, how you dive into dungeons from the larger book, it's just really cool how that works out through the course of the game. And as you just adventure, again, you feel like you're living in this world, and that's something that draws me in for sure. But folks, ultimately, if this looks like something of interest to you, I'm sure they'd appreciate your support. So I think that's it for me, and until next time, we'll see you at the table.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.